might try I Am Everyday People by Sly and the Family Stone. Much love to y'all from the Deep South. That's something to jump in here and be randomly hit with. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. If you are just now tuning in right now, as I'm speaking right now, I'm just now hitting 30 seconds. So it's a good chance that I may not do anything or say anything about what this topic is going to be about until YouTube is notifying people. And let me see how this thing is rolling right now, because typically YouTube doesn't show all the chats right there. Bonuses for voting Trump. So welcome to the channel, folks. Again, a lot of times, if you're watching this right now, I typically do not start and go in on the subject really yet until it hits around 3 minutes. And then when we get to the 3-minute mark, if you are watching this at a later time, when it gets to the 3-minute mark, I usually either get started on the subject, depending on how many people are in, if YouTube got the notifications, or I'll wait until the 5-minute mark to see if it's going to notify other folks. But typically, it seems like within a 3 to 5 minute range is when YouTube starts to notify people. So I see we got Ted Collins in here. We got Jerry Early in here from Hawaii. Nice. Who else is in the house? Who else is in here? Shout you guys out while you guys are all coming in here and gathering around. Assembling in, folks. Assembly in. Who else we have in here? Because I just see Ted Collins and Jerry Early in here right now. So everybody else, if you are trying to say something, let me see if YouTube messing with the chat again like they did the last time. There go top. Nope. There goes all. So yep, as of right now, just showing that you 2 people in here have spoken, said anything. So for the rest of you guys, if you have not said anything yet, again, I usually wait 3 to 5 minutes based off of how things are looking right now. It look like it might be 5 minutes mark. We got Jeanette Harris in the house, says hello from Oklahoma. Georgia Wadsworth says Georgia is here. How are you guys all doing? Hope you guys are all doing well. I am always well. Hua says Trump is my president. YouTube didn't notify you. Go figure. One Eye Cat says hello. One Eye Cat is in the house. Appreciate you guys all being here thus far. Hello from M.I. crooked letter I, humpback I. If we're now hitting the 3-minute mark, if you're watching this at the 3-minute mark at a later time, you might as well skip ahead to 5 minutes, because I'm probably going to get into my subject at 5 minutes, considering YouTube has not notified most of the people that are typically in my feed right now. So One Eye Cat is in the house. Ultra MAGA Patriot. I'm just joking. Patriot, folks. Ultra MAGA Patriot is in the house. PW Corgi is in the house. We got Pootie Poot in the house. What the heck? Susie Homemaker is in the house. I was your very first comment. Is it not showing you? I read it earlier when I first jumped in here. Hola from New Mexico. It's Cat. We got Mr. Mr. Coolmizer is in the house. Son of a Gunner is in the house. PW Corgi again. One Eye Cat again. Savvy is in the house. 9MG. That's how my grandma taught me to spell Mississippi. Oh, nice. Georgia again. Christopher Motley says, bro, you look like my public. You look like, yeah. I look like your public speaker. Yeah, got it. I know. I look like everybody's public speaker. PW Corgi is in the house again. Yeah, appreciate you guys all being here. If you are in here right now and you have not done it yet, make sure you hit that like button. If you are on your phone, double tap your screen. And when you double tap your screen, the screen, it will give the video a like. So make sure you do that if you don't mind. About 20 seconds, and then we're going to go ahead and hit on this subject right here, folks. What's going on, Aaron? What's going on, Cat R? We got Bill. I've read a few of you guys off already. Let me see what y'all saying there. Thank you for all you do, Cat. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate y'all support, man. Jerry Early says, thank you, brother. Ty, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Just did. Love all your posts and value, sir. Thanks for all you do to keep us informed. GF said that. Appreciate that. Laura Tarnowski from Sacramento, California says, Livia. I live you too. All right, so we are at the 5 minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to get on this subject here because you guys probably seen if you follow me on my Instagram or if you follow me on any of my mainly Instagram, definitely Instagram, where I actually make these little funny little skits and everything like that. And I pretty much get these things that come across my desk. Guys, y'all know how it is. Being a director right now, right? You got responsibilities, but I feel like when I was a clinician on the field, doing a lot of hands-on stuff, in the OR and everything like that, it's a different ball game. You under a certain amount of stress, whatever like that. But being in this role of being a director, it's a lot that you have to do and keeping things in order, whatever like that. But the only reason why I'm saying that is because you got time to get things, you get time to have things that come across when I say come across your desk, I'm talking about things that come across like my phone or my emails or something like that. And when I see these things, they just pretty much give me firepower. And so what I hate about a lot of things that people like to do with us medical professionals, they like to box us. It's when people tell you that I work with on a job, professional, assertive, I'm about the business. But other than that, the reason why the name of my channel is called Modern Renaissance Man, that name was given to me by a very special clinician, Luli. And she gave me that name because she said, she's like, you just a guy that you can just do, is there anything you can't do? You can do everything. You're funny, you're smart, you're intelligent, you can be serious, you're caring, you're helping the youth, you can fix your own vehicles, you just got a lot of stuff you can do. You can play these instruments, you're like a modern Renaissance man, is what she said. So that's why I roll with giving the channel that name. So anyway, the reason why I'm saying is because people like to box people, you know what I mean? People like to box folks. Like you want to put somebody in the box. Like if you are a business owner, you have to be a certain way. If you are a mother, you got to be a certain way. If you are a father, you have to be a certain way. If you are a nurse, you have to act a certain way. If you're a doctor, you got to act a certain way. If you are a salesman, you have to act a certain way. People keep forgetting that we're all human and we all got our own special abilities, our talents, our gifts that we offer to the world. So that's pretty much what you see on this channel a whole lot. So I can be completely serious. I can be completely assertive. I can be funny, whatever. I am me. But there are people out there right now that they have a hard time doing it. Somebody has boxed some of you and you can't even be who you really are because you are afraid that because of this way that you have to act like at work or something like that, you have to carry that out everywhere. And I don't know how I got on this, but it's for somebody. For example, I had some people that I worked with that I'll give you an example. A woman that I worked with before, she was a boss, right? She was a boss over a certain area in the hospital. But she also took that boss-like type attitude home and thought she can be like that with her husband. Didn't work. Did not work. Did not work at all. I mean, it just did not work. So anyway, people, I just threw that in there just to let y'all know this is why people get so confused, because they expect you to be a certain way, and when you're not, they feel like, oh, I don't believe you're like this, because it seems like no. I know how to roll with the punches. I had a crazy upbringing, whatever like that, and in trying times you had to come up with something. In other words, making lemonade out of lemons is what I'm saying. So anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys all see the title of this video. President Trump winning the presidency has caused women to shave their head and announce to the world, hear them roar, they are going to be not having sex until 2028. And the other thing is, Trump has caused people to go completely mad because of what he said he's going to do on day one. So let me go ahead and get into the day one stuff, okay? I appreciate some of you guys that emailed me, and I told y'all, when someone is giving me constructive criticism, I don't take offense to that, because constructive criticism is meant to help build a person. It's meant to help a person, better themselves, better their channel. So anyway, my point in saying all that is that a lot of you sweet ladies and a lot of you nice men You guys emailed me and you were saying you love the channel, you love everything that I do, but you guys said, Ty, can you do us a favor? Can you please try to slow down for us? And I get it. Trust me, I get it. It's part of the Jamaican cadence. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to imagine in my mind that I'm literally talking to a group of clinicians, a group of residents, a group of those on their clinical rotations or something like that. So I'm going to try to talk and keep it in my mind that that's who I'm talking to. But when you guys hear me in my natural element where I'm flying and I'm talking real fast, that's the way I talk when I'm around friends. So imagine that. Okay, so let's get on the first thing here. The first thing we're going to talk about that I'm going to get on is people getting upset because President Trump is going to have what he said is one of the largest mass deportations. And people are getting upset about that. Now, listen to this. It's simple math. You can't help but have a mass deportation if you had a mass influx of people flooding into the country. It's only natural to have a mass deportation, period. The other night, and I don't know how they let this lady slip through with this. The other night, I can't think of her name, but I think they were on the 5 or whatever it was called, and they were all around, gathered around the table on Fox News, and like it was with Gutfield and all them. The lady said, I think that people may have thought that when Trump said he was going to have a mass deportation, she said, I think voters thought that Trump was just talking about criminals. She said, but it appears that Trump may be talking about grandma who may be undocumented, who may be, undocumented. So if people knew that Trump was talking about grandmas undocumented and he was going to deport them too, I think people would have had second guesses on, no, they wouldn't have. No, they would have not. I'm sorry. Absolutely not. Listen to me. You have to know me well enough to know that I'm one of the most caring people you would meet when it comes to helping my fellow American brothers and sisters. Notice what I said. My fellow American brothers and sisters. First, I'm all for helping people. Trust me, right now, I'm not going to say where. We have plenty of facilities right now where we have people in our facilities right now who are undocumented, don't even have a social security tied to their name. Okay. Now, 2 months ago, we have already begun getting a hold of ICE, right? Getting a hold of ISIS. And things were already being set up. Yes, these people you come to like, it's only natural to do that. You come to like them. You grow fond of them, you laugh with them, you joke with them, and all that. Now, check this out. To try to throw a caveat in there and suggesting that our minds need to change, or even to suggest that our thinking, our emotions need to change because it's a grandma, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. It's not going to work the same exact way y'all try to use that grandma and grandpa sad sob story during the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clot shot era. Remember? Why would you do it, Ty? You can call some of your older people to get sick. What about your grandma? What about your grandfather? My healthy self is going to get my grandma and grandfather sick. That's not going to work on me. I'm not getting the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clot shot. So what am I saying that for? Trying to hit us with these sob stories of, oh, there's going to be grandma. How come she didn't mention her grandfather? But it does not matter. If there are illegals in our country, if there are undocumented people in our country and they got all this time in the world to show for it, get out. That grandma stuff and that grandpa stuff is not going to get me. I don't care how cute she is. I don't care how cute he is. I don't care if they got a walker, a platform walker, a Hemi walker, a rollator, a scooter. I don't care if they got a power chair. Get out. If you are in this country illegally, I don't care if you're 80 years old. Get out. You broke the law. You broke the law. You're a criminal. If you snuck in here and you're old, if you came here legally and you're old, If you came here undocumented, knowing that you're not supposed to be here, and you did that intentionally on purpose, I don't care how old you are, in my eyes, a criminal. Get out. Rule of law first, folks. I don't care if you try to put some sad music with it. In the arms of the angel, fly away. Then the person come on, hey, this is Mamacita Lopez. It wasn't her fault. She was just fleeing the country where she was only able to eat yarn and potato skins. She came to America. Yeah. So what if she's undocumented? She wants a better, get out. Get out. Get out. Sorry. Get out. While she's walking away, in the arms of the angel, I'm going to be waving. Go away from here. That's it. Be mad at me. Tar, I thought you were a Christian. I'm a Christian that abides by the law. That I abide by the law, period. Now, we can move on to the other part of this too. Oh, Ty, but the children, they had nothing to do with this. Oh, Ty, you're telling me that these illegals and these undocumented people, that some of them have children. So, bye. Take your children with you. You never should have brought your children over here and did this to them. You did this to your children. See, I told y'all, I think way too logical for a lot of this nonsense, people. Someone said you're African American, and no matter what you say after that, this is going to be irrelevant to me because I'm not African American. So reading whatever else you have to say is going to be pointless because I'm not African American. But nice try though. Thanks for playing. So anyway, folks, like I was saying, you can, if these people came over here and they have little children, right? If they have babies, it does not matter. Your little children and your babies, they're illegal too, and y'all all can illegally go back. Now, the other thing that I know that people said it happened, people came over here, and it's funny, they encouraged these people. Check this out. They encouraged these people to come over and start reproducing because they felt that if you reproduce and your child is born in America, naturalization, your child is an American, right? Your child is an American. Now that your child's an American, they have to deport you. Oh, look what they're going to try to do. Trump, look what he's doing. They're going to separate these families. This is a disaster. Trump is going to rip these families apart. There are some children that were born here. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. Their parents came here legally, but the children were born here, and they're just going to rip them. No, we're not going to rip them apart. Take your kids with you. You did, when it all comes down to it, this current administration has pushed so much stuff on you guys that people have an issue with accountability. That is not going to be our fault that you came into America illegally. You had children thinking that because of the naturalization of your children, it's going to let you stay. No, you can take your children with you. That's it. I hope you do. Take your children with you. Don't leave your children here. Don't leave them to the States. Don't leave them to go into a foster care or anything like that because your kids most likely will be sex trafficked. So why would you do that to your children? Take your children with you. So the whole bull crap that some of you want to try to throw out there with this whole notion of, the bull crap that some of you might want to try to throw out there with this whole notion of President Trump is going to be ripping families apart. No. Go to the nucleus of this. Go to the foundation of this. The foundation of this is the fact that President Biden, Kamala Harris, and policies allow these people to come in here and do the things that they're doing right now. Therefore, President Trump's so-called ripping these families from each other, that's not President Trump's fault. American brothers and sisters, it's not our fault. That's President Biden and Kamala Harris' fault for allowing these people to come over here and do this. And now we got to be the ones to lay the rules down. It's just like being a father. It's just like being a father. If my wife tells me when my sons were little how they were acting up, I have to be the one to come in and lay the law down. And lay the law down, I enjoy doing it. And I didn't feel guilty about it. I didn't feel bad about it. You want to know why? Because discipline and structure had to be established. So no, you better hope Trump don't find me and want me to be a part of this thing with Mr. Holman as well. I'll be worse than you, wouldn't like me at all, because I would have no sympathy whatsoever. Oh, señor, adios. Oh, no, señor, please, por favor. Instead of I in play mi corazón, instead of adios. Sorry. Adios. Never should have came here. I know, but understand, senor, that President Biden, Kamala said I can come, and I Ty Smith say you can go. Go. Bye. Oh, you're so mean. Okay. I don't like you, Mr. Smith. Okay, bye. Oh, the news reports. Can y'all imagine that the news come in on this? Can you imagine the news stations get on this? Ty Smith, the new assistant to Mr. Holman, he's as worse as Mr. Holman. He has no sympathy, all the humanity. He's been so assertive and so mean and bold with it, and the people are begging and pleading with Ty Smith, and Ty Smith is just waving bye-bye to them. What kind of American is this? An American that care about my American brothers and sisters, an American that will put my brothers and sisters here in America first before anybody or any other country. No matter what, I will put us first. That's what I'm about protecting us, about making sure that we're not being infiltrated, to making sure that nobody's coming flooding into our country and trying to bestow their culture upon us, to make sure that we're going to be protected from all this crazy, disgusting, sickening, diabolical, demonic ideology that they let flood into this country. That's what I'm going to do. And if it's going to take for me to look like I'm the bad person, so be it. I'll be the bad person, and I'm going to enjoy being that. As long as I know it's going to be protecting you, as long as I know that it's going to be watching out for the betterment of my brothers and sisters here in America, so be it. So be it. But what's crazy about this whole thing is that we always say something like this. If certain kids are acting a certain way and doing certain things in school, what do you guys say? Oh, the parents. If these kids are in these schools, they're out of control. If only they had their fathers at home. If they had parents at home. These kids are acting up. If only they had parents. That's what we say, right? Now, why is it when these people come into our country, they're attacking our police officers, they're ending the lives of our brothers and sisters, they're sexually assaulting our children, 10, 8, 12 years old. Yes, they're doing this. Go look it up. Don't believe me. Go look it up. They're coming here to certain apartment complexes, taking over. Look up right now. Don't believe me right now. Look up right now that certain of these certain Venezuelan gangs are still going to major cities and trying to take over in certain territorial areas. Go look it up. Don't believe me. And yet you expect me and you want me to be all sympathetic. We're just going to be all nice and just say, hey, can you guys please leave our country? Because if you leave our country, we will be ever so grateful that you will leave graciously without any conflict. No. I'm giving you a certain period of time. Just I hope if this is a bluff, I would try to have the RNC locally in the different states to get a hold of Trump them campaign and say, hey, Holman ain't doing it like he said he was. Holman is not doing it like he said he was. So can you please get me on board with this so I can show them how to do this? Because I will not play around with this. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to tell you, you have this much time to get out of this country voluntarily. If you don't, if you try to hide, when I find you, I'm going to aggressively apprehend you. I'm not going to be nice about it because I gave you your warning. I told you you have until this day to get out of the country. And if we have to come and find you, we are going to find you, and it is going to be aggressive. And I don't care if the American people, oh, look how they dragged them out. Oh, look how they did that. Oh, look how they. So we gave them time to leave and they wouldn't leave, which they said, F you. We're not going anywhere. We're staying here. Well, some people don't. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. They can get out. We got ways of getting them out. States will pay for them to go right back to that border where they came from. Plain and simple. But Ty, there is no but, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that the pendulum has swung this way, and it's really sad that we are celebrating a sense of normacy. And to me, that is really sad. Yes, you have no, I have absolute, look at this. Oh, I don't know if you said that as a joke, Karina. Karina says, you have no humanity. Yes, I do. Definitely for my American brothers and sisters. I have all the humanity in the world for my American brothers and sisters. That's why I'm willing to do anything to stand up for and protect my American brothers and sisters. And if that takes for us to be pretty outspoken and bold about getting these people out of our country, the humanity for my country matters a whole lot more than some illegal people pouring into our country and destroying our country. They're completely depriving our resources. And you're talking about humanity. The humanity is giving them time to get out of here before we have to aggressively move them. America first. So there's the humanity right there. Plain and simple. This is such an easy fix. This is such an easy fix. And I hope when y'all get upset because Trump said, I'm going to be a dictator for day one. I'm going to be a dictator for just one day. He didn't say, I'm going to be a dictator day one. He didn't say that. Trump said, I'm gonna be a dictator for just one day to carry out the mass deportation of every illegal alien. That's what he said. He said, I'm going to be a dictator for one day. And people took that and spent it. Trump said on day one, he gonna be a dictator. He said he didn't. And if that day one, if him saying I'm going to be a dictator for just one day, to really focus on this mass deportation, then God, so be it. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Get these folks out of here. Plain and simple. Now, I'm not saying I don't want them here, but if we're going to have them here, they're going to be here illegally. They're going to be here legally. They're not going to be here illegally. So you can throw all the humanity, the sadness. Again, what do you want? In the arms of the angel. That's not going to work. Bye. We're over it. We're done. And I just absolutely love how we came together collectively and we made the USA look like a woman had a hemorrhaging period. Did y'all see that map? Do you know what this will do to the economy? Nothing. Because you know what? Those positions, people will fill those jobs. You do know that, right? Once they see, okay, this is what y'all always like to do. Because you do know we do have people here legally, right? And not only that, what a way to stereotype these people. They're just crop pickers, landscapers, potato pullers, watermelon baling. What a way to stereotype these people. Y'all did exactly what that Osborne chick did on A View that one time. She said, well, you know what? If you kick the illegals out, who's going to clean your toilets, Trump? Do y'all realize what y'all saying right now? That was completely messed up. No. Think about this. What you're going to find is that we have some of our own corrupted American brothers and sisters here who is allowing these people to do that so they can pay them next to nothing to do this job. Okay, so if you're illegal, I'm going to give you $3 an hour. Yeah, bring your whole family. I'm going to pay you and your whole family, every person, $3 an hour to work illegally in the U.S. So when y'all say all this nonsense about if this happens, you're going to see that the economy nothing's going to happen to the economy. Do you understand? Do you see the X-Men team that Trump came up with? Do you see the technology that we have? No, these people in our country right now who are hiring these illegals to do all this crazy cheap labor, they're going to have to hunker down and pay our American brothers and sisters a nice high wage, or they're going to have to adapt to and have to buy either Caterpillar or John Deere or whoever the other places is, our American-made machines to go out there and do a lot of the farming. Have you not seen the videos on these farm equipments they have out there? Yeah, but it's expensive to have so expensive it is. You're just trying to get off and save a buck or two by hiring these illegals to do this cheap labor. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, I know. I only work with people that do this stuff in agriculture. But no matter what, when Trump was the president and we did not have this huge influx of illegals poured into our country, we'll sit there and say all day, the economy was the best it ever was. The border was secured. to the best we've ever seen it. And there was no inflation. Gas prices super low. Everybody having extra money. And you're telling me during that time when we didn't have all these people in this country, you're telling me we can't do that again, if not even better. Come on, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Okay, so now, ladies and gentlemen, don't worry, we got that person out of here. People try to report this all the time, and YouTube will get in here and look at some things and see that you were completely wrong, and then YouTube ends up banning you for trying to sabotage my channel by saying I'm throwing hate speech out. There's no hate speech in it whatsoever. I've been doing this too long. Try that with somebody that's an amateur. Okay, now check this out. So if we were doing great when Trump was the president, with having this low number of asylum seekers, illegals, illegal aliens, all that, if we had those low numbers like that and the economy was doing great, the farming was doing good, what are you talking about? And I can't wait for it to happen, because you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is that within years, 2 years from now, when everything is looking good and everything is looking great, everything like that, you guys are going to forget about this conversation. You're going to move on. You're going to forget. And you know what? I'm not going to let you forget, because I'm going to do a video and I'm going to say I went live about 2 years ago on November the 14th, and I told you guys that it was going to well, look how great we're doing. Look at the farming. Look how much healthier our food is. Look how people are coming to our country legally, doing it the right way. And not only that, when they're coming to our country, they're being vetted to 100% be patriots and love this country and respect this country and act like they are a U.S. citizen, which is what a lot of our migrants have already done, which is what a lot of our immigrants have already done. And not only that, do you even know that people that have become legal immigrants the right way, they don't even want the illegal people here? So what that tells you. Now, anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we definitely got some trolls in here. Trolls, y'all are welcome. So check this out. With that all being said, you guys see where I stand. My stance on that is not going to change. The grandma stories, the grandpa stories, the sad little kids, that stuff is not going to change. Get out. Now, what this is going to do is going to teach a lesson. As these kids grow up, these illegals are going to have to explain to their kids why they got kicked out. So you know what that's going to do? That's going to either teach you to teach your children morals, values, and principles. So if you are an illegal here and you happen to get kicked out and you take your children with you, what are you going to tell them? Oh, America's so bad, they kicked us out. Well, why did they kick you out, mommy? Why did they kick you out, daddy? Well, because we snuck into the country we weren't supposed to. Well, isn't that wrong, mom? Isn't that wrong, dad? Well, it depends, because, no, it's wrong. That's it. That's it. Okay. Get ready to switch subject to my next subject. And while I'm doing this, there's 524 thumbs up. Get some more on there, ladies and gentlemen. Click the thumbs up. If you are on your phone, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. That way we can get the thumbs up to match how many people are in here, okay? So make sure you guys all do that. Now, I got to tell you guys right now, there's a good chance I would not be able to see the comments in here, but if you are commenting right now, that's completely fine, because other people in here can see your comments and you can interact with everybody else that's in here. My moderators, you guys all know what to do. Moderators, anybody in here that keep on doing the trolling with saying they're going to report, the hate speech, whatever like that, go ahead and just mute them. Just mute them. It's going to be, they're going to create a whole lot of other accounts and everything like that too. But yeah, just go ahead and mute them. All right, folks. So thank y'all for hitting the thumbs up button. The thumbs up is free. If you're on the phone, double tap your screen. Double tapping your screen will allow it to give the video a thumbs up. So I appreciate if y'all would do that. All right, now, with that being said, the second part of this, oh boy. John Levantis, Levanitis says, love your content. Hey, appreciate that. I can only read some of them are popping up, some are not. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, tell me this. There is I don't even know if it's necessarily a movement right now, but it may be like a uprising like type of, I don't know what you even want to call it, a trend. Let's just roll with that. There's a trend. So I saw today for the first time, and these women are cutting their hair completely bald. They are cutting their hair bald. And they are saying they are abstaining from sexual activity. Right? Now, I made a joke earlier because most of those women, I'm just keeping it real. Most of those women that I saw that were cutting their hair, they were these morbid obese, very, very hard on the eyes, sloppy, look like meatball with feet looking women. They were the most disgusting looking women out there. And these women are cutting their hair. And with a hear me roar type rhetoric, we are not going to be having, we are not going to be having sex until 2028 because of these men that voted for Donald Trump. And I made a short video on Instagram like, have y'all seen some of these women that say that they're not going to be having sex? Nobody's having sex with y'all. Nobody's desiring y'all. What are y'all talking about? Y'all literally just project. I'm telling y'all, y'all need to go look up some of these women. It's crazy. And they're up here. We're not going to be having sex because you guys voted for Donald Trump. Oh, man, I'm telling you right now. I know y'all, listen, I'm just telling y'all the truth. Because some of y'all in here watching this right now. Being that big of a woman, cutting your hair off, sitting in a disgusting house. That's what I do. Whenever people post videos like that, the first thing I start doing is looking around at their house. They got all kind of Taco Bell and McDonald's wrappers on the floor. You can see Stuart Little in the back. He's sitting there waving at y'all while eating one of their Cheetos on the ground. The roach on the wall, the roach on the wall turn around like, hey, y'all. And they sitting there. Oh, we're not gonna. And that's supposed to make men feel bad? I don't know what gave these women the audacity to do that. So anyway, they said they're not going to do that, right? And then they turn around, and I hope that I see some out in society. They're putting on masks, right? This is supposed to be their I guess you can call it their cult. Their cult dress attire, bald-headed, wearing a mask, and they all supposed to wear these blue bracelets. Now, what I love about that is that these are the same women that cries, my body, my choice. These are the same women that march all crazily out with the radical feminist movement. They're out here marching, right? And they're all about abortion, pro-abortion, 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 right? So when you think about this, when I see, I'm just being real. If I happen to see any of you women out there that are shaving head, wearing a mask and a blue bracelet, and you are morbidly obese, wearing Crocs, and I can see like skin dirt rings in the folds of the back of your legs and folds all in your arm and everything, just the dirt all in there, I'm going to go up to you and I'm going to thank you. I'm going to thank you. And I'm not going to thank you because I'm like, hey, thank you for standing up for, no, I'm going to thank you because you guys are going to be the reason why we're going to see a huge drop in abortion rates. So thank you. Thank every last one of you guys. Because if you're not going to be having sex, that means, well, I mean, we know you're not having sex anyway, but let's just say for the sake of your belief, you are not going to be having sex, which means you are not going to be getting pregnant, which means you won't be aborting no babies, right? So it means the abortion rate should definitely drop down. So hopefully by a lot of y'all morbid obese, I can't even imagine how y'all smell. Y'all smell like probably yeast and C. diff. You guys will probably be the reason why some Planned Parenthood places will shut down, because business is not going to be good for the next 4 years. And what would be even better is that if the next 4 years, when Trump is done, JD Vance and the Republicans repeat the same process again, hopefully y'all do it again so we can keep this, so this birth rate can go up, because you know the birth rate is low right now. But at the same time, I'm being realistic. If any of you ladies are in here right now, be honest. You're not having sex. Be honest. Nobody wants you. When you can't even reach back to wipe your butt because you're so fat and wide, that's nasty. And women, you women, there's a thing I had to go through when I went through my clinical rotation, and I had to do a women in health, women and men's health rotation. I learned a lot. You big women, if you don't get the proper apparatus to wipe yourself cleanly, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling y'all right now, if anybody in here is a nurse, a doctor, a therapist, phlebotomist, possibly, I don't care, if you did any of those things, you guys all know, y'all would tell me right now, there is probably no worse smell than C. diff, and there's no worse smells than like necrotic tissue, and there is no worse smell than a disgusting, yeasty, curdled, spoiled milk smelling woman's private area. I'm telling you right now, nothing. When I did my rotations, I had to do debridements. We had to do stuff where we cut away necrotic tissue. When we had to do women and men's health, I'm telling you right now, my good Lord Jesus, that is some disgusting stuff. And it is dominantly among you morbid, obese women. So most of you that I've seen in that video that were cutting your hair, I know without a shadow of a doubt, you smell horrid. I know this. So there is no man, unless he just as disgusting and nasty as you, unless he lost all his olfactory nerves in his nose, there is no way that anyone is going to be attracted to you for you to throw that statement out of saying you're not going to be having sex for the next 4 years. You haven't had sex since you've been that big. Let's keep it real. You haven't. Nobody's doing that. You can't pay nobody to do nothing like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling y'all the truth. Y'all, if y'all don't, look, he says C. diff is antibodies resistant strains that affect the GI tract. Man, I'm telling you right now. Somebody says smells like provolone. Leave her alone. I'm telling you. But it is though. So this is what I'm saying. We have to stop being lenient with people that do things like this. You have to call it out for what it is. You have to say these things because these people, y'all, can we be real? Can we be real, ladies and gentlemen? Can we be real? All of us do this thing where you look in the mirror, you know what you look like. Can we be honest? I'm not saying this to demean anybody or hurt anybody. I'm serious. I'm being serious right now. Quit trying to make me laugh. All of us look in that mirror and we know what we look like. We do maybe an objective or even a subjective evaluation of ourselves when we look in that mirror. When we start to see how everybody else in society looks, you see some good looking women, you see some ugly women, you see some good looking men, you see some ugly men. You look in that mirror and you give yourself a self-evaluation of how you compare to these other men and these other women you see out in society, how in God's green oxygenated earth can some of you big, huge, giant, my 600-pound story women have the audacity to even get on here and speak out and say anything like that as if somebody wants you that way? And if they do, I want to ask them some questions because I'm keeping it 100% real. When we had to do these rotations, I seen what some of y'all look like without any clothes on. And I'm telling you right now, without any hatred, I do not understand how any man can even remotely closely desire that. I'm just telling y'all, I can't for the life of me. Some of you women, if y'all even do, I see y'all. You do know when men become big like that, you do know there's nothing there. I'm being real with y'all. The fatter you get, the more you're going to lose. That's just a fact. You just sitting there with a bean. You sitting there with a kidney bean. That's it. It's the truth. I'm being real. We had a man one time, and I'll never forget this on one of my rotations. He had to use a urinal. And if some of you that work in the medical field, you know what I'm talking about. The urinal looks like a big old wide mouth jug. It's a wide mouth jug. The assistant that came in there to try to help this man use the bathroom, she leaned over, right? She leaned over, put it down there where his private area was. She started moving it like this. Then she said, I can't find it. And man, I'm telling you right now, I tried my best. I walked out of the clinical room. I went outside in the hallway and I lost it. I laughed so hard. She could not find this man's penis. He was that big to where he didn't. So you know what? I'm keeping it real. Y'all listen. I'm trying to help some of you. Because I don't know, maybe you're in here listening right now. You may be on your way to being in that middle beast area. They had to take the urinal and press it against the area where his penis was to make his little bean stick out so he can pee. I'm being real. But all together, the smell, the buildup of yeast between those folds and everything, ladies and gentlemen, that is not pretty. That is not fun. That is not attractive. It's not even healthy. And so yet, you guys, you women, thinking that you are doing something revolutionary, shaving your head, going to go around wearing a mask, big as I don't, man, I mean just huge. And you're thinking that somebody's going to give y'all some attention. You thinking that some men going to go, oh man, now what we men going to do? What are we men going to do? Oh man, look at that, man. The freight belt big girl's not going to try to sleep with us, man. What we going to do? Oh man. No, those women were already miserable. They only made these videos to try to make themselves relevant because it drew some attention to them. And that's why when y'all ask me, am I going to do any videos on them? I'm not. I'm just telling you, I'm not even going to give that to them. I'm not going to make videos of these different women showing it on my channel because what it does, it gives them attention. And there are individuals out there that no matter if they're getting negative attention, no matter if they're getting positive attention, they don't care because they have such a low self-esteem, because they have such a, I'm just being honest, a introverted life. They don't have friends. They don't care what type of attention that they get. So if you go into their channels or to their pages and you start talking about them, if you start bashing them, if you start, making fun of them, they don't care because they are happy that they're getting some shape, form, or fashion of attention. So I'm not going to give them that. Okay. Now we can get away from the Gilgameshes and the Gargantuans. Okay. Now there were some regular women, decent size. Some of these women had boyfriends. Some of these women, few and far between, they had husbands. If you are going to do something like that, you are going to get a divorce. You are about to break up. I don't care who you are, unless you have a life-ending illness, unless you are somebody who is going through hospice, unless you are someone that is going through chemo and radiation treatment, unless you are someone that you have an ailment so bad that your nerves are overexcited and you are always constantly in pain, not one married man, not one long-term relationship boyfriend is going to wait 4 years. Men barely want to wait 4 days, but 4 years. You really think, oh, but no, see, my husband is different. My husband loves me. My husband told me he's standing up behind me. A real man. Okay, your husband sitting there telling you that all day long. Yes, baby. Yeah, you do that, honey. Yeah. Roo. Yeah, wife. There and shave your head, honey. Put the mask on. Wear the blue bracelet, honey. Yeah, go out there. Support girl power. Your husband is smashing other women. And if not, he might be smashing other men. If you are in a long-term relationship, you have a long-term relationship with a boy, your boyfriend, if you are a woman, no, he supports me. Yeah, he's all about the feminists too. Yeah, he hates Trump too. Listen to me. I don't care how much your husband, I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to help you. I don't care how much your husband, I don't care how much your long-term boyfriend, I don't care if y'all were born on the same day, in the same birthing room, y'all grew up on the same street, in the same house, went to the same school, played intramural basketball before y'all split off, and she went on the girls' basketball team, you went on the boys' basketball team. I don't care if y'all went through school. I don't care if y'all went through each other's life traumas. I don't care if y'all are there for each other all your life. I do not care. You sit there with him. You hate Trump. He hates Trump. You sit there and tell that man, yeah, I'm not going to have sex for the next 4 years until Trump is out of office. I don't care how much your husband or how much your boyfriend hates Trump. You're going to be single. If not, you're going to be cheated on. Plain and simple. He would never do that. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. If not, you're going to break up. You're going to get a divorce. I don't care who you are. If there's, nope. Say what you want to. You don't know my husband. You don't know my boyfriend. He's going to have an affair. He's going to cheat. That's what he's going to do. Plain and simple. You cannot do something like that at all. Did you say your vows to whoever wins the election? Were your vows to your husband? Were your vows to your wife? Were your vows to each other based off of who won an election? No, you made those vows to each other. You said, I promise to do X, Y, and Z to each other, to love, to cherish, to support through sickness and health, till death do us part. You promised that. Now, because somebody who don't even know you, Trump does not know you, Biden doesn't know you, somebody that doesn't know you wins an election, and your remedy is punishing your husband or punishing your boyfriend, you guys not going to last long. That's it. Plain and simple. You're not going to last long. You're going to be broken up. You're going to get a divorce. And if he don't do it, he's going to have an affair. If he don't do it, your boyfriend is going to be cheating. Plain and simple. That's it. That's it. Anyway, folks, don't forget, while you guys are all in here, to hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate you guys all being in here. Now I might take some time to read some comments in here. Let me see. Let me pull them up. Jesus, bro, they're straight up just misogynistic at this point. Bro is straight up misogynistic at this point. That's the best y'all can do. So Truth Unveiled said, bro is straight up just misogynistic. What does that even mean? You know, what does that mean? You throwing away. I'm gonna read that now. Like I said, I take the last little bit of minutes and try to read what some of these people in here are saying. Bro, just straight up misogynistic. I mean, it's easy to throw a term out there like that, but then you don't substantiate your argument with any type of details, any type of facts, any type of things behind it. It's easy just to throw a word out there. I can call you a xenophobic right now. I don't even see you. All I see is words. You're a xenophobic. All right. Sherry Him says, why do these women think they are hurting? Wait, you said, who do these women think they are hurting? Nobody but themselves. These are the same women who have been fighting for years to be seen as more than walking. But JJ now using, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's see here. Appreciate that. Moose says, if you haven't subscribed, hit the like button, and you should. I've been in this guy's channel for the past 5 years. Moose 914, I appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Jancy, I might be saying this wrong. Janche Kodak says, I don't know how I ran into this, but this was cool. Good night, everyone. Well, hopefully you subscribe. People are offended by words more. Yeah, true. I love watching the existential meltdowns on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, it's funny, but at the same time, it's sad too, because these people literally have bought. They literally believe the lie. Like they sincerely put all their heart and their emotions into the lie. And now you see what happens whenever I said earlier, they got exposed. You just went on you said, okay, so Truth Unveiled earlier said that I'm being misogynistic. And I said, explain. So Truth Unveiled said, you just went on an anti-women rant. How you gonna say that ain't misogynistic? It's textbook misogynistic, and I am a proud womanizer. If that's textbook misogynistic, how come you literally did not give me anything that's textbook misogynistic? You just got done saying I went on an anti-women rant. That's misogynistic. You didn't explain anything. Are you even getting this? If I said right now, okay, let me give you an example, Truth Unveiled, maybe this may help you. If I said that you are a racist, turn around and say you are a racist, is because you clearly said anybody that has white skin, anybody that has black skin, I hate them because of their skin. I cannot stand them. I wish these people would be like this. I don't want to live around them because I think that anybody that's black, I think that anybody is white, I think they are a scum of the earth. I don't think they deserve to live. I think they are animals. I think they need to get out of this earth. I can't stand and look at these people. I absolutely hate them. I want these people not to exist. I don't want to be around them. I think I'm giving you examples, but you just saying you're being misogynistic because you just said anti-women rant. That's not. Tell me what I said that was anti-woman. You won't be able to. You won't be able to. Shout out, says Nick Latson from Springfield, Illinois. Oh, I hear you. Hey, Crackles in Springfield, fire. Hey, Todd, I've been watching your channel for about a year. I'm a huge fan, also, and a fellow musician. I want to hear you play some keyboard. I might do a day when I might pick a day where I do something like that. Kamala spent over $1 billion in 107 days. I would absolutely not want her in charge of the nation's money debt. But now she was going to get the money from billionaires and multi-billionaire corporations because they have to pay, okay? And that's where she was going to get the money from in order to do the things to make sure that you will be unburdened by what has been, not looking back, but moving forward. Because I came up in a middle household income, okay? My mom raised us to be black, and though she's full-blooded Indian, a full-blooded Indian know what it's like to be black and raise someone to be black, okay? This is who y'all voted for. This is who you voted for. Yeah. Anyway, folks, hey, again, I told y'all hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done it yet. Double tap this screen right now if you want to give the video a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because you will not find another channel like this at all on YouTube. Not with the amount of variety that I give y'all. You won't find a channel like this, folks. So make sure you hit that thumbs up. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about this channel. Encourage them to subscribe to this channel, because unfortunately, this channel is being heavily shadow banned because of the message that I push out. They don't like when, for one, I know it killed YouTube and a lot of these other, platforms that black men have come out in troves. And we got these podcast channels. We got these open mics that we're talking with each other. And they see that we have united more than ever because the rhetoric failed. The rhetoric failed. Who voted for a sore loser? I didn't because my guy won, so it can't be ours. What are your thoughts on Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul? I don't know. I really don't know about that. I think it's going to be pretty fit. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think like Jake Paul has not really fought someone who I would consider to be a real boxer. So I think the equivalence of Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson, I think it's going to be like an exhibition like type thing for Mike Tyson for real. I don't think that because this not going to be a deal where you're going to have like those Nathan Robinson or KSI. Is that his name, KSI? Is it? The dude from England, the black guy from England or whatever, KSI?
I don't know his real name.
Yeah, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Whoever it was that Jake Paul fought, I think it was KSI or something like that. They did a rematch too, and Jake Paul beat him both times. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know. Mike Tyson is older, and I know, folks, y'all, let's keep it real. Mike Tyson don't have the strength and the power that he once had. But he's from what Roy Jones Jr. said when they did the exhibition fight, he hits hard. So that's gonna be my thing, is that Mike Tyson is gonna get a hit in. He's gonna hit Jake Paul. There's no doubt about it. But it's gonna be about how hard Mike Tyson hits him for Jake Paul to feel that, because I don't know. Her dad is from Jamaica. She may be, no, she's not. Her dad is from Jamaica. She may be black. So if I told you that her dad was from America, would you automatically assume that her dad is black? Kamala Harris' dad is not black. Her dad is Indian as well. He was born in Jamaica. Just like a lot of, here in Jamaica, there are a lot of Asian people. I'm not just talking about Indian people, because Indian people are Asian, but there are Asian people from Korea, from China, from Japan, from Philippines that are born in Jamaica, but they're not black. Jamaica is not a race. Jamaica is a nationality. There are black people in Jamaica, white people in Jamaica that were born there. There are Korean people that were born there. Asian people were born there. Here in America, if somebody told you, hey, Kamala Harris' dad was born in America, would you automatically assume that her dad is white or black? Or you just need to know what he looks like? So no, Candace Owens, my sister, she busted that wide open. So no, he's Indian and Irish. Kamala Harris is not black whatsoever. And here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you all this before we go. If you believe that a white person, an Asian person, whoever else, if any of these different people of a different race, if you believe that if they have a child with a black individual, that makes that child black, then you have bought into the racist white supremacy rhetoric of the one drop rule. So no. And let's just say hypothetically, let's just say just for argument's sake, if Kamala Harris' dad was black and Kamala Harris' mother is Indian, Kamala Harris is not black still. She's not. She's biracial. Plain and simple. It's that easy. And some of you asked me the other day, so you're telling me that, yes, if you are a white woman, you have a child with a black man, your child is biracial. Your child is not black. Your child is not white. Your child is biracial. If you are a black person and you have a child with a Chinese person, your child is not Blackanese. Your child is biracial. Your child is not Chalak. Your child is biracial. If you are a black person and you have a child with somebody from Japan, your child is not your child is not Japlak. Your child is not Black Hand or Black Pan. Your child is biracial. That's it. We, on a social construct level, have bought into that nonsense here in America that if anybody black have a child by any other race, it makes that child black. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's why, in my opinion, it would be awesome that if we were able to get something passed through legislation to where when you go and apply for a job, the only thing it will say on that job, on the application, it will say Russian, American, Norwegian, Canadian, Brazilian, Mexican, Italian, Russian, Japanese, Chinese, Australian. That's what all applications should say to me. It shouldn't be no race of being black and white, black non-Hispanic, white non-Hispanic, Caucasian non-Hispanic, Caucasian, black, Negro black, hood black, projects black, trailer trash white, backwoods white, redneck white. I mean, it's just all kind of, you know what I'm saying? It should, that's what, in my opinion, that's exactly what it should say on applications, plain and simple. That would narrow things down and make things a whole lot easier. Plain and simple, okay? Anyway, guys, with that all being said, again, make sure you guys hit that like button before you guys get out of here. I would really appreciate that. We will do this again, as I promised y'all that I will be going live a lot more in this coming year. I'm already starting this off right now. I'm gonna do my best to kind of keep this trend going. I do appreciate y'all. Thank you guys all for the super chats, if there were any, and thank you guys all for the cash apps. And I will see you guys on the next one. All right. Make sure y'all go check out my videos. Make sure you guys go check out my videos that I posted today and all that good stuff. And I will catch y'all on the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, look at that. Tia, you just getting in here, man. You and Prince. Yeah, I've been going for about an hour now, sis. Oh, guys, let me let y'all know something. If you go into your phone right now, if you got a cell phone, you know how you click the little gear. If you go into the gear, go into your settings where it says notifications. If you go into notifications, you have to find the YouTube one and turn it on in your phone. And by YouTube is telling me that when you do that, if I do go live, that's when you guys know. So, man, oh, that sucks, though. But again, I do appreciate y'all being here. I might go live again. I don't know. We'll see. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.